A call can change everything. Change your direction, change your perspective. It can change lives. We've been working on a documentary called If the Ocean Could Talk, based on research that I started as a graduate student at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, a university about 6 miles from the North Atlantic. Researching plastics in the ocean took me nearly 10,000 nautical miles in various parts of the world, finding plastic in some of the most remote places on the planet. Plastic is found everywhere. But the region I found most compelling was the North Atlantic, unique for its free, floating algae that serves as good foraging and protection for juvenile fish and sea turtles. Sylvia Earle calls sargassum the golden rainforest of the sea. Sadly, this habitat is often mired with plastics, seducing multitudes of juvenile species to ingest it. After visiting 4 of the 5 gyres, I came to the conclusion that the North Atlantic has a high risk factor for accidental ingestion and/or entanglement because the sargassum accumulates plastic as it does marine life. So we are here, waiting for the right conditions to go offshore and record that biodiversity, hoping to get some great shots of whales along with sargassum and those that live among it. In November, North Atlantic right whales start their migration from the north to the south along the North Carolina coast. And though their numbers are less than 400, we hoped maybe, just maybe, we might see one of them too. We were optimistic. Perfect conditions were predicted. Plus, we had a local marine mammal photographer, Keith Ripmaster, navigating the way to those locations we would most likely find them.
With conditions like today, if there's any marine wildlife around near the surface, we're likely to see it.
That day, we traveled over 140 nautical miles, the most Captain Dan Varner had traveled in one day in his 30 years of being captain. We went to all the hot spots. With an ocean like glass, we could have seen a spout a mile away, but there were none. We tried putting hydrophones in the water to listen for them. Nothing. Feeling dejected, we made our way back to the dock, and just as we were about to arrive, Keith's phone rang. It was his wife, Dr. Vicki Thayer, a marine mammal expert. His eyes widened as she explained to him that a newborn North Atlantic right whale was just found washed up on a beach in a very remote location about 30 miles north of us. Keith hung up the phone, looked us in the eyes, and said, "I don't know how you're going to find the whale, and I don't have the authority to give you the coordinates, but you've got to get this story, because the North Atlantic right whale is one of the most endangered whales in the world." This was the call that changed our direction.
Everyone's trying to figure out logistics. It's going to be really challenging.
Should we stay in Ocracoke and try to find a small boat to take us down? I've got Dan Varner looking where it is so we have an idea where we're going, and just show up. And then tell us to go home, you know?
Or get on the phone and just call anyone on Ocracoke, the police department, the radio station, anybody.
Okay.
I wish I had better advice. For your interest, I'm not even sure about this. We are dependent on Marine Patrol and the Park Service and transportation from a boat ramp from Lola. And it's a very restricted boat ramp. I don't know if it's public access or not.
All right.
Lola. That was because I knew at first he didn't say Ocracoke, he said something else, and there's a small place now, and it's Lola. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Beaufort Charters.
Hello, it's Bonnie.
It's on the northern island, which is between Poor Banks and the South Island. I'm pretty sure that's where he's saying that it is.
Yeah.
So that island's about 12 to 15 miles long. If it's on the southern end of it, it'd be better to leave out of Atlantic. If it's on the north end, maybe Cedar Island. Good luck. I just don't see any way I can help you out.
Get our box.
This is like all of our coast. And I don't know if this is North Core Banks or not.
We don't want to go on the islands.
I say we start.
I think we have
I say we work our
rely
way
a
up.
little bit on fate. You know, fate got us here. So
I think
we gotta
so.
feel it.
Fate did get us here.
I'm with the fate thing.
Okay. Would you happen to know if there's any other ferries or boats that might be heading over there? Oh crap. Their boat left now.
Get away. Tell me where you're trying to go.
North Core Banks.
We're not exactly sure. We're
Yeah.
meeting up with some people over there.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're wherever a whale washed up yesterday.
Yeah.
And so we have to find this whale. Yeah.
Well, you know, there's a bunch of damn people over there now.
Yeah, that's who we're trying to find.
They left right from here.
Yes, sir.
Well, can you take my team?
I cannot.
Okay.
If it was an emergency, I would do it. If it was an emergency. But it's not an emergency for me.
Hey,
So close. So far.
they want us there, but they couldn't get us there. So Bradley Stein. Okay, Quality Seafood. Bradley, this is Bonnie.
Call me back in like 5 minutes. I'll give you a name and a number.
Okay, sounds great.
Kyle, I got your number from Brady. There's a whale stranding on North Core Island, and we were told we could go and film it. We just needed to find a way to get there as soon as you can take us. Want to go like now? Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, thanks. Bye. All right, guys, cash. You guys got cash?
I got $20
You got
in my
20
pocket.
bucks?
I got cash.
I will pay you.
JT's the cash guy.
Okay. He's ready. He's game. We're going. He's like, I'm gonna bring my small boat so I can get you right up on the beach.
Yeah. Holy crap, Bonnie. Good job.
Yeah, that was a crazy pull.
We did not get brought this close to be left here stranded. But this is what Southern hospitality is all about. You can call somebody on a whim, and if you need something, they'll help you find someone.
How'd y'all get my number?
And when he dropped us off, he said, okay, you've got to walk 6 miles north. And we were just grateful we were getting close. So we started running and running. And after about 2 miles into our trek, we came across a family with a truck, and they knew exactly where the whale was, and they were willing to give us a ride. Well, the next thing we knew, we were sitting next to the whale. He was in pieces because the scientists had taken the parts they needed to understand what happened to this 12-foot newborn whale. Our hearts sank. When I started this research in 2008, there were over 500, which is severely endangered. Today, 12 years later, there's less than 400. The numbers are going in the wrong direction. And that's why we need to bring awareness to the importance of these animals. They actually help with climate change, to prevent climate change. So a baby whale died. Who really cares? It took the work of economist Ralph Chami to answer that question.
A great whale on average captures about 9 tons of carbon on its body. That is equivalent to about 33 tons of carbon dioxide that's being kept out of the atmosphere. That's roughly the work of about 1,500 trees. Moreover, the fecal plumes of these great whales help to fertilize the phytoplankton. Now, the phytoplankton captures about 33 gigatons of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere per year. That's roughly the work of about 4 Amazon forests per year. So when you add up how much a whale captures directly on its body and indirectly through its fertilization of the phytoplankton, you come up with a number that one whale is equivalent to thousands of trees per year. That amount of carbon dioxide that's being sequestered by the whales is worth about $3 million per whale. And that amount of money can be used to keep both the oceans and the whales safe.
It is so important that people understand how we're losing these animals, and that if we don't do something, they're going to be gone in our lifetime. It is on us to try to protect them, to figure out ways how we are impacting these animals so that we can stop doing it, that we can create the change we want to see, and we all need to work together. And today was a perfect example of the fishermen that we had to connect with in order to get us on the island, to the folks that were camping on the island that were willing to bring us here to this point so that we could share with you the story about this animal that may never be told if we didn't take such great efforts to tell it.
What happened to this newborn whale? Was it plastic ingestion, entanglement, ship strike? Was it from sonar testing and ship noise that he lost his mother? Could it have been the chemicals that concentrate in the mother's milk? As I sat there looking at the remains of this whale, I heard the ocean calling to us. I provided the perfect conditions to find whales, but this is the one I gave you, number 356, the first North Atlantic right whale born this season, now dead on the beach. His story is the one I want you to tell.
If the ocean could talk, surely the ocean would say, "What are you waiting for? Now you know. What was not known to you could not be known to you at any time in the past. And if you wait and don't act now, the continuation of this time of decline that you humans have caused will continue. Not just bad news for the ocean will go on one way or the other. But you humans, you have a chance through protecting the ocean to protect yourselves, that your future is linked to the condition of the ocean. Why not use your power right now while there's still time? You can use it or lose this chance forever. So, reason for hope. Get busy, humans. That's what the ocean would say.